Okay, for those of you who still somehow don't know at this point, yes, I own a Mac, yes, I love this thing, I've owned it for more than a year now, and no, I have no desire whatsoever to switch over to PC. Deal with it. Anyways, speaking of Macs, macOS Big Sur came out the other day, and it was a pretty substantial update for macOS as it came with a whole redesign, and I may as well also get this out of the way. Yes, I do kind of prefer how macOS looked prior to this update. I mean, it's nothing I won't get used to, it's nothing that I hate, but I kind of like that macOS had its own unique design, separate away from iOS's design, and now it's more in line with iOS in terms of appearance. But again, it's nothing I won't get used to, and it's nothing that is so unbearable to me. I mean, remember all those years ago, my rant on iOS 10's music app? How much I hated that. I mean, if I got used to that, I'll get used to this. And of course, Apple has made some much needed improvements to that app in the years since that rant, so I love that app now. Anyways, back to macOS Big Sur. It came with some much needed features like the control center and the notification center, which I won't show off here because I'd rather not show off private messages in a video. But there is one thing that I want to discuss in this video that a lot of people seem to complain about in regard to this update, and I find it so fucking stupid. The icons. You see, like I mentioned a minute ago, this update made macOS more in line with iOS in terms of appearance, and of course the icons look more like how the icons look in iOS. But there is one difference. The shading, and it pops out a little more. It gives off this 3D-ish effect, and a lot of people seem to hate that. A lot of people say, oh, it looks so tacky, it looks so ugly, it reminds me of how iOS used to look, like 8 years ago. Remember iOS 6 and below? How iOS used to look back then? People are like, oh, it kind of looks like that, and it looks so disgusting. And I say, fuck that. Fuck that. I think iOS looks so much better back then. iOS has looked the same for like the past, what, 8 years now? Boring, bland, 2D, flat, and a lot of operating systems seem to have adopted that kind of design. And I kind of like that this this update kind of harkens back to the iOS 6 and below days. I mean, it may not even be intentional. I'm just making assumptions here. Same with everyone else, but everyone else seems to be saying it looks like iOS 6 and below, so maybe Apple did kind of intend that. Maybe this is kind of a throwback to that. I mean, look at the battery icon. It kind of looks like how the battery icon looked in iOS 6 and below. I don't know. That's just me. But, anyways, a lot of people hate this and say it should have the more simple, flat 2D designs, these icons. Why? Why does everything have to look the same? Why does everything have to look the same to appease you, to appease the masses? I like that macOS still retains some identity. It looks a little different from how iOS looks. I don't want it to look exactly the same because I like it when I like it when things mix things. I like it when operating systems, I mean, mix things up a little bit. Doesn't have the same design throughout every single device because that's just fucking boring. And I like that Apple kind of took the little, I guess, unique approach with this update and giving the icons the little 3D finish. I know this is a stupid fucking thing to rant about, but a lot of people seem to have an issue with this, and I don't have an issue with this whatsoever. I even watched a review of macOS Big Sur where the guy spent 2 minutes, or maybe even more, I don't know, I wasn't keeping count, ranting about the icons, saying how they look oh so terrible, oh so ugly, oh my god, how dare Apple design their icons this way, instead of focusing on, a lot of other things that are way more important and more substantial in this update, things that are much more worth your time to talk about. No, you chose to hone in on the icons for an absurd length of time in your review of this update. Like, way to waste my time and way to waste a lot of other people's time. I even read an article that displayed a bunch of tweets. Jesus Christ, sorry, I don't know what the fuck is up with my throat today. Anyways, I even read an article that displayed a bunch of tweets complaining about these icons, saying, oh, the icons look so ugly. Oh, I so regret updating to Big Sur. I can't stand these icons. They're icons, my guy. Like, is it really that unbearable? Is it gonna ruin your Mac OS experience all that much? I mean, oh my god, the icons are so icky. You'll get used to it. You will. Like I mentioned earlier, my iOS 10 music app rant. I got used to that. I hated it so much for like the first week or two, but then I got used to it, and the same will happen with you. This update is still brand new. It's only been out for a few days now, but within a week's time or 2 weeks' time, you'll get used to the way the icons look. Like, way to fucking complain about something so fucking stupid. But again, this is really nothing too out of place when it comes to when it comes to humanity. We tend to complain about the dumbest shit ever. I mean, look at my channel, for God's sakes. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Forget I said anything there. But anyways, yeah, arbitrary rant done. I like macOS Big Sur. I like the icons. And also, do you like my sick Thanksgiving background? It looks so fucking epic. I know. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.